All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Pooja from Sydney.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. German from the United.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna, once again, Dandavat Pranams all devotees on the call. Today we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Shyama Kishori Dasi Mataji from Tennessee, USA. Mataji is going to enlighten us from verse 56 onwards, from chapter 2 of Canto 7. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Please take over the session.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurus. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and discuss about Krishna and his pastime. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everybody. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10-7, Chapter 2, Hiranyakashipu, the King of Demons, and the text 58. So before starting, let's do Mangalacharan. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yudapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Shri Vishakhanitamascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanostute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalparubhascha Kripa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavatya Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 2, Hiranyakashipu, King of the Demons. So we are reading text 56. Is it okay? Is it correct, Mataji?
Text 56, did you say? Huh?
Yes. From text 56, yeah. So we can start reading the shloka. Evam kulingam vilapantam ara Priya viyogaturam ashu hanitham sa evatam shakunika sarena vivyad kala parahita valinaha. Translation. So by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of the loss of his wife, the Kulinga bird lamented with tears in his eyes. Meanwhile, following the direction of the mature time, the hunter, who was very carefully hidden in the distance, released his arrow, which pierced the body of the Kulinga bird and killed him. So it has no purpose. So this is like, I know everybody know what's going on in this pastime. So we know like who is telling this pastime. Like this is the story like Hiranyakashipu is telling to his sister-in-law, his mother, and his nephews. So in this, like, this whole chapter is like starting from the beginning. Hiranyakashipu, like we saw, like he was very angry toward the Lord because he knew like his brother was killed by Varhadev. So he was very angry. So he starts chastising all the brahmanas and giving trouble to all the devotees. Then like we know like sometime like these like demons like Ravan and Hiranyakashipu, even though they have all the philosophy and everything they know, but because the practical application is missing, so that's why they suffer. And on the other hand, those are the devotees, they use the knowledge in the service of Krishna. They never feel that suffering in the heart. So in this, like we can see, like the example is given is Kulinga bird. So this is nice examples from that we all can learn, like how when we have attachment to our family and for anybody in our family. So that's if they are no devotees and we are too much attached, that is the cause of trouble for us. Like here, like Kulingaban, he was very attached to his wife. He was thinking like, how if my wife left, how about my children? So how they will live? They don't have anything, they don't have anybody who can care for them. So in the previous purport, Prabhupada explained very nicely like how in the material world, so one is like Supreme Lord is always there to help everybody. So if somebody die, any condition, anywhere, the Lord is there to protect him. Sometime even Prabhupada said like, even in the hospital, the doctor gives perfect medicine, perfect everything, still the patient died. So another example Prabhupada described like how, so in the Kali Yuga, like how in the Kali Yuga, like we can see so many examples, like where parents they don't want child and they kill the child in the womb. So Krishna is always there to protect everybody. So here the learning is like Kulinga, but he was crying. He forget that the time never wait for anybody. So the hunter, he shoot another arrow and he killed the male bird also. And in the previous, like we were reading this chapter, like Hiranyakashipu, he was telling this story to his nephews, his sister-in-law and mother. So in that first he told the story of like how like one time a king who was very strong, and the queens were crying so much that they were not allowing to take the body of their husband. So there is certain period of time that person has to put like in the fire or buried, any condition, that is certain time. But they were crying so loudly that they were not allowing to take the body of the king. So in that, the voice went to Yamraj, and he himself came, and he came in the form of a young small child. And in that form, he was instructing them like, you are elderly, grown up. I'm a small child. I know everything you don't know. Like we have the death is for everybody. We have to leave our body today or tomorrow. Time never waits for anybody. So why are you so attached to this body? The person for whom you are crying is already left from the body. So for whom you are crying? And in that story, Yamraj, he told this story about Kalinga bird. So in that, the learning is for all of us is that like attachment for it with a devotee is a cause of liberation, and attachment for a materialistic person is cause of bondage. Like when we have attachment to the materialistic people, like we can try to give them Krishna consciousness, but sometime, like at a certain time, it's very hard to convince somebody. Then we can leave that person. We should not waste our too much time for that person who is not interested in Krishna consciousness. This is good learning for all of us devotees. And then Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, he said very nicely, like yam yam vapi smaranam bhavam tyajte ante kalevaram tam tam evati kaunteya sada tad bhavi bhavita. So he said in that, like whatever state of being one remember when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. So this is like this shloka teach us like how our thoughts are when we leave our body. So like here the Kulinga bird, he left his body thinking of his wife and children. So then, and on the other hand, in that Bhagavad Gita Prabhupada mentioned very nicely like how Bharat Maharaj, although a great personality, thought of a deer at the end of his life, and so in his next life he was transferred into the body of a deer. So and in the deer body he was able to remember everything. So what mistake he made in his previous life? This is like that is Krishna's special mercy on the devotee. And like our Bharat Maharaj, he was on a very high platform when he left his body. So, but in the material world, if we see like how many of us, if we remember like what we were in our previous life, we don't know anybody. Like very rare soul that have Krishna's special mercy on them. So, like here in the body of deer, Bharat Maharaj, he was able to remember like what mistake he did in his previous life. So it's very important. So for us, all of us, like always think of Krishna every time. So one who remember Krishna at the end of one's life, that nature he will attain. So anything, whatever we are thinking in this life, that state we will attain in our next life. So Krishna is saying here. So that means like it's 100% true. If Krishna is saying, so in the Bhagavad Gita is our like guidebook. And here also like we can see like time won't wait for the Kalinga word. He left his body because he was thinking too much about his wife and children. So in the previous shlokas, like same thing, the philosophy was given by Srila Prabhupada. And this is the teaching for like the Yamraj was teaching to all the queens, like why are you crying for this body? The soul already left. And then he was telling this story so that they know the real knowledge. And like why he came as a small child, like because like for the elder person, like maybe somebody can stop that person, but small child can go anywhere easily. They can go. So that's why he took the form of a small child, and he went to small boy, and he went to there to give them enlightenment. So in that shlok we read that. So in text 57, so we will read the shlok again. Evam yuyam apshyantya atma payam abuddhaya nenam prapashyatha sochantya patim varsa sater api. Translation. Thus Yamraj, in the guise of a small boy, told all the queens, "You are all so foolish that you lament but do not see your own death. Afflicted by a poor fund of knowledge, you do not know that even if you lament for your dead husband for hundreds of years, you will never get him back alive. And in the meantime, your lives will be finished." Purport. Yamraj once asked Maharaj Yudhishthir what is the most wonderful thing within the world. Maharaj Yudhishthir replied, Mahabharat Vanaprastha 313 to .116. ahanye ahanti bhutani gacchanta yamalayam sheshasthavam icchanti kim ascharyam vata param. Hundreds and thousands of living entities meet death at every moment, but a foolish living being nonetheless thinks himself deathless and does not prepare for death. This is the most wonderful thing in this world. Everyone has to die because everyone is fully under the control of material nature. Yet everyone thinks that he is independent, that whatever he likes he can do, that he will never meet death but live forever, and so on. So-called scientists are making various plans by which living entities in the future can live forever. But while they are thus posing such scientific knowledge, Yamraj in due course of time will take them away from their business of so-called research. So we can see from this text 57, like Yamraj he appeared as a small child and he is giving instruction to the queens. So he said, why are you lamenting? There is because you don't have full knowledge, that's why you are lamenting. There is no reason for lament. Because like today or tomorrow, we have to give up this body. So he said like that lamentation is not for that, because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita also, na, like in verse in chapter 2, text 13, he said, Komaram yovanam jada tatha apnihantar prapti dhiras tatar namuyati. So this is the stage of our body. Like first we have to grow, then first we take birth and then we grow, and at a certain time we have to leave the body. These are the changes of the body. So there is no need to lament. I know sometimes it's very hard, like when somebody is our spiritual, when we have spiritual attachment, that person leave our body. There is two kind of feeling. One is feeling of sorrow and one is feeling of joy. For joy is for that person he reached to his ultimate destination. But for the sorrow is for that we are suffering for the association of that person. This is the feeling of a devotee for the devotees. But for other living entity also, like we always pray, like Krishna, please make some arrangements so that the devotee can have a chance in his next life, so that he can have devotee association. So this is the feeling of devotees. That's why devotees are called paradukha dukhi. They never feel joyful when others suffers. They always feel sorrow. They have so much pain for other living entities. The devotees, they always feel like, that's why the devotees are the most merciful, because like if we give somebody clothes, that cloth can be after some time they also go. And if we give somebody food, that also go. But if we give somebody book or we teach somebody Krishna consciousness, that stay not in this body but in the next body also. So that is the most merciful form of a devotee, when we give somebody as a Krishna consciousness. Like if somebody is not able to understand the philosophy, at least we can give somebody prasadam. So by giving prasadam, when the other person having prasadam, so maybe he will get some chance in the next life. So that because prasadam is very, very powerful, because we all learn from the example of Srila Prabhupada, like in the beginning when Prabhupada came here in America. So he started giving everybody prasadam only, because Prabhupada knew like nobody can understand the philosophy. And slowly he started giving them philosophy also. In that also, Prabhupada said, just chant Hare Krishna, because Prabhupada know that they are not ready for that. And that's why like here, like in the purport, it's very nice described, like how, like, so in the Mahabharata, we all learned like one time Yudhishthira Maharaj, like he when they were in the forest, they were exiled for 12 years. And that time, Yudhishthira Maharaj, like with his four brother and Mother Draupadi, they were there, and they were very thirsty. So they want to drink some water. So that's why Yudhishthira Maharaj sent his younger brother Nakul first, then Sahadev, to get some water. And when Yamraj came as a yaksha and he was asking, like he said, this pond is belong to me. Before, first give me questions on the answer for my questions. then only I can allow to you drink the water. But they didn't listen, and they died one by one. Like then Arjun went there. Arjun said, like, I'm very powerful. Who can kill me? No, I want to drink. And then Bhimsen went there. And finally, Yudhishthir Maharaj went there. And we all know, like, Yudhishthir Maharaj is very, very kind. Like, that's like, he's like, in his kingdom, everybody was feeling like Ram Rajya. So he never speak against anybody. So even he called Duryodhan also Suyodhan. So he never think like, that's why in the Bhagavatam we have the term Ajada Shatru. So he never thinks anybody his enemy. So that's his feeling. So when he went there, the Yaksha start asking the question. In one of the question he asked, he said, okay, just ask question. He didn't say anything for them. And then Yamraj, in the form of Yaksha, he asked, like, what is the most wonderful thing within this world? And Yudhishthira Maharaj said very nicely, the wonderful thing is we see like so many people are dying in the material world, still we are thinking we never die. So this is the illusion that we feel in this material world. And some other question also he asked, and the Yamraj, he came in his real form, and he was very happy, and he gave life to all his brother also. First he asked whom he want. He said, I'm here, Kunti Maharani's son. So if you can give one of my brother, like Mandodari, that's his other mother, stepmother's son, so that will be very good. So he said, okay, you can take Nakul or Sahadev also can get life. But Yamraj was so happy, so he gave all his brother back to life. And so this is the quality of a devotee. So from that also we can learn that devotees are always merciful. They never feel any hatred or anything for anybody. Because in the material world, if we hate somebody, that is also the cause of bondage. And if we love somebody, that is also the cause of bondage. But for the devotees, he know what kind of attachment, hatred we should have for others. Like in the next few chapters, we will be reading like same for Prahlad Maharaj, like how Hiranyakashipu, he always chastised Prahlad Maharaj. He gives so many disturbances. But Prahlad Maharaj, he is very peaceful. So there will be in the 4th chapter, we will be reading the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. So that is really very nice. So in this, like we can see, like he said, the wonderful thing in this material world is because everyone is fully under the control of material nature, yet everybody thinks that he is independent. And he will never meet death but live forever. So this is the most illusion situation. So we think, yeah, so Yamraj is telling to the queens, so don't feel like you will never die. You will die today or tomorrow. Death never wait for anybody. It will come. It will come one day. So why are you crying for your husband? So in that he was giving the knowledge. And from this, like we can learn, like even though Hiranyakashipu, he know everything, he has that knowledge, but still he was in ignorance, thinking like maybe, and he was giving so many troubles to Prahlad Maharaj. And like even though he has so much attachment for Prahlad Maharaj, like he always give him many chances when he comes from his school to ask like what is best thing you learn from there. And then Yamraj, that our Prahlad Maharaj, he said like Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. So in that, after hearing that, he became so angry. So he threw away Prahlad Maharaj from his lap. So this is the nature in the material world. When we hate something, we hate fully. We don't like that thing. So, but on the other hand, devotee like Prahlad Maharaj, he even though his father was so so inimical toward him, but he never feel like that. Like when Nrsimhadev appeared, Nrsimhadev asked him like, what boon you want? First of all, he said like, my dear Nrsimhadev, I am not a merchant. I am your devotee. So for that, I didn't call you like you can come and you can protect me and I will ask you. This is not a business. So the Lord is very happy. So he said, still you can ask me anything. So then he said, like, give my father so that his next life can be good. So, but Nrsimhadev, he said, like, don't worry for that. If anybody do devotion service, 21 of his like PDs, like from right and left, anybody, they all become purified, his descendants. So this is the qualification of a devotee. Devotee never feel others their enemy. They feel everybody is their friend, because they see Krishna's presence in the heart of every living entity. They never feel somebody's enemy or anybody is their friend. They always think everybody on the equal level. Those are the saintly person. Those are the devotee of the Lord. So their nature is like that. They never think somebody to be different from the Lord. So they think everybody as Krishna's part and parcel. So this is very nice for all of us. Like for the devotional path, we should always think like that for Krishna's service. And when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, it's so nice. Prabhupada in every page, in the book, Prabhupada wrote so many times Krishna consciousness. For outward people, like they think why Prabhupada is mentioning again and again. Like I know, like when we start reading Bhagavatam, we read Bhagavatam in the evening, 5 to 6. So and some people, in the beginning they start complaining why there are so big purport. Like we have so many we read few other Bhagavatam, and the purports, there is no purport. What is the need of purport? Just translation is enough, then we can read it fast. But when they start reading, they feel so good, because Prabhupada explained everything so nicely, because Prabhupada know our mind is so dull, and he repeats so many times many things, because after repeating, after hearing again and again also, we forget. This is the qualities of material world. And in Kali Yuga, it's very hard to remember so many things. That's why Prabhupada wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Vyasadeva, he wrote this wonderful literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, so that we all can take benefit of it. Like from this we can see like how the attachment in the material world is the cause of bondage, and attachment to a devotee is cause of liberation. So here the queens, they have attachment to their husband, and they were not allowing the body to take away. And Yamraj, he is telling them, don't feel that attachment, because the soul is already left. Just only the body is here. The person whom you are crying, he is here. So why are you crying? There is no need to cry for that. So and that Hiranyakashipu, he is telling the same thing to his mother and nephews, like, why are you crying? The basically his aim is like, why are you crying? The person is already left, so don't need to cry. And after hearing these instructions from Yamraj, the queens, they feel relief. They feel like it's like they feel little bit relief, like it's attachment to the body only, not for the soul. The soul already left. So this is Bhagavatam is the teachings for everybody, not for even one person. This is for everybody, and this is the most important thing of all our scriptures, like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Like anybody, anytime can read and take benefit. Like this is the benefit of reading Bhagavatam. Then, and by reading Bhagavatam, we will get two things. So we have knowledge and detachment we get from Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavatam. That I saw, like when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we get the knowledge, like how Krishna and his devotees are so special, and their loving exchange. When we read, like here, we can see the loving exchange between Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj, loving exchange between Yudhishthir Maharaj and Narad Muni. So Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking this question to Narad Muni in the Raj Surya sacrifice. So he is asking this question because Narad Muni is a perfect guru. So he is not asking this question to any layman. He is asking this question to Narad Muni. And in the sacrifice, when the Lord killed Shishupal, so in that, and on the other hand, so Yudhishthir Maharaj, he became little confused that how it happened. Like not confused. He's asking those questions for all of us, so that sometimes we have that our mind is so dull. So he's asking this question for all of us, so that we can have this knowledge, like how Krishna, somebody is inimical toward the Lord, and Lord is very kind. But on the other hand, like in the beginning of this canto, there is conversation between that Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami in the beginning of this canto. So Parikshit Maharaj asked the question like, how come the Lord looks partial towards devotee? And then Sukdev Goswami, he described very nicely, because we are all thinking Krishna to be like this. We are under the mode of material nature. We have this material body, material mind. Our mind never thinks anything good for anybody. So our mind is like that. We think Krishna to be like that. That's why we think like that. But Krishna is free from any attachment or hatred. He's free from anybody. So Krishna said, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, Name Dveshti, Name Priya. For Krishna, nobody's his enemy and nobody's his friend. So same thing we can see his devotees also, they also feel like that. Like we can have many examples. Like here, the example again came for Prahlad Maharaj. Even though his father is trying to kill him in all the way, but Prahlad Maharaj, he never think Hiranyakashipu to be his enemy. He thinks like he is my father. That's his consciousness. That's why he's asking Nrsimhadev, please protect my father. And Nrsimhadev is very, very happy. So this is good learning, like that this can differentiate between a devotee and a demon. The devotees never think anything bad for anybody. So he is always friend to every living entity. So that's why, like in the Bhagavatam third canto, like if we read, like there is nice teaching of, like there is Kapil Dev, he's giving teaching to his mother Devahuti. So in that he said in the text, in the chapter 25, in the third canto, he said one shloka is very nice. So in that he is giving the quality of a devotee. So Titikshva Karunika Suharda Sarvadehi Nam Ajada Shatru Shanta Sadhva Sadhu Bhushanam. So he's the Bhushanam, he's the jewel of all the sadhus. So his qualities. So first he said he's Titikshva. So he's tolerant. Titikshva Karunika, he's very merciful. So this is the, like all these quality we can see in all the devotees, like they have these qualities. These quality, like we can see from Prahlad Maharaj, like even though his father, he was giving him all the troubles, but still he is Titikshva Karunika. Suhard. So Krishna is in Bhagavad Gita in 5 chapter text 29. He said Suhard Sarv Bhutanam. So Krishna is Suhard, means Suhard is such a nice term. Like Suhard means like if we have so many friends, official friends or relative, so many friends. But like Suhard is one whom we can call in the mid of night. Like there is some problem, we cannot call anybody. If there is some problem comes in our house, so in the mid of the night, 12 o'clock, we cannot call anybody. We call only very, very special friend. So Krishna is saying he is Suhard Sarvabhutana. So and there also, like devotees qualities also, that Kapil Devi is saying he is Suhard. He is friend to everybody. Maybe other person think him or her to be his enemy, but the devotee never think anybody to his enemy. He is friend to everybody. Even if he see any ant, near the ant also, he try to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because he know by chanting the holy name, this is the only remedy. There is no other way to protect the living entities. That's why Mahaprabhu said, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Him Kevalam Kalau Naste Gatir Anyatham. So in the Kali Yuga, only the holy name is the only way to protect somebody. So this we can learn for the Kali Yuga, because the devotee know, like the holy name only the protector. Like holy name is the such a power. Holy name, Krishna said, for me and my name there is no difference. So even Krishna put more potency in his holy name than himself. He said, like, whosoever chant Krishna's name just one time, that person is a devotee. So this is like we can see that devotee and Krishna, they have so similar quality because they are always surrendered to the Lord. They are always in Krishna's shelter. So here, like we can see, so for all of us, this is good learning. Like from these chapters are really nice. We are also that we read in the evening. We are on the 4th chapter of this book, same canto. We finished the 4th chapter and we will be starting our 5th chapter. But this is so nice. Like it's like how a demonic person also can say such a nice philosophy, then make us free from this material world. And here Hiranyakashipu is telling very nicely, like, don't lament. Because like Hiranyakashipu, like practical application is nothing. Like even though after knowing everything, same thing Ravan also, like we can see Ravan, he had so much knowledge. He was son of a Brahman. So say, but he was not using his knowledge. So what he did, he kidnapped Mother Sita, and that is the biggest thing we fall down for a living entity. So same thing, Hiranyakashipu also, he became very dangerous for his son. So these demons, so this is their qualification. And even in the next chapter we will see, like even the demigods, they are not in pure devotional service. They are sakamis, the demigods. But still sakami is better than a demon, because again and again they go to Krishna. Like when they will be feeling like very terrorized by the Hiranyakashipu, they go to Krishna again and again. Like we can see from the past also, like in the past, in the 6th canto we were reading, like that the Vritasura's pastimes, there also, when they saw like how Vritasura is so dangerous, that time also they went to Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. So again and again. So this is even like there is Krishna. That's why Prabhupada, many times in Bhagavatam, Prabhupada quote that word, akam sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradi. So if we have any material desire, if we don't have any desire, if we have desire for liberation, just worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So this is so nice. Prabhupada is some shlokas Prabhupada quote again and again, so that he wants to tell us so how Krishna's devotion service is so important. So but because Prabhupada is very, very kind, because like Krishna's devotees, they are always full of compassion, full of mercy. They know what kind of medicine they want to. They have the special medicine for the devotees, and they want to give for the living entities, so that we all can read, hear, associate, and we can be eligible to go to Krishna easily. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is the only way. Like from the example of Parikshit Maharaj, we all can see. So like he was hearing Bhagavatam from Sukdev Goswami continuously 7 days. And by hearing Bhagavatam, he became so purified that he ultimately reached to the Lord's abode. So Bhagavatam is such a transcendental literature, like each and every page. Like sometime in the material world, people think like you are just in these books only, how you will get the knowledge of the material world. But in Bhagavatam, there is all kind of knowledge. There we can see that there is devotee like Prahlad Maharaj also, and there is demon like Hiranyakashipu also. So in the material world also like that. So we have all this knowledge. So by reading Bhagavatam, material and spiritual, all kind of knowledge we will have. And when we read the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam toward the end, last chapter is for the hellish planet. Before that, Prabhupada is telling like how this in the beginning itself, how our universal structure is. So even the scientific knowledge is also there in the beginning of the canto. So how it described, like how the second canto described how the Purusha incarnation. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, everything is there, and there are so nice prayers in different in all the cantos. So they are so nice to hear. And why we are reading our Bhagavatam? That's so that we can have that knowledge. We can get that feeling like love for the Lord, so that how we can we can satisfy the Lord, how we can get Krishna's pure devotion service by reading Bhagavatam. So Gyan and Vairagya, two things are important. Knowledge, when we get knowledge, then automatically detachment comes. So sometimes people think, how you live in this house without watching TV, without going outside, how? I said, like, we are always busy 24/7 in the house itself, because like devotees, they get up early in the morning, they do their sadhana, they read Srimad Bhagavatam, and then with the kids, we are all busy. So in the devotion service, in this devotion path, there is nothing is missing. Prabhupada gave us everything. Everything is there. So this is so nice. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining and giving me the service to serve all of you. So if you have any reflection or anything, any question, I will try my best to give answer. So thank you very much, everybody. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my
Hare
Danat Pranam to
Krishna.
you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki
Yeah.
jai.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for the wonderful class. Amazing how you explained everything. So one point you were saying about like, that the demons, they don't they have the knowledge, but they don't use it in a practical way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can
Yeah.
you give an example of that, Mataji, if you don't mind?
Like the practical way, Mataji, like if we know Krishna is Supreme Lord, he is telling like death anyhow will be coming. So if we know Krishna is Supreme Lord, death will, so then we start working also on that. So he's, on the other hand, he's saying don't cry, and other side he's giving trouble to his son also. Even though his death will be coming, then why he took the boon from Brahmaji? Why he want to become immortal in the material world? Hiranyakashipu only, he did penance for Brahmaji. Like in the next chapter we will be reading. So he did a great penance that Brahmaji, when he came, he was not able to say where is Hiranyakashipu. He was just hearing the sound that he was chanting. The anthill was so big. So we can see from here also, like why he want to become immortal. This is material world. And he is teaching to his sister-in-law, his nephews, his mother. So death anyhow has to be there. So from this only we can learn this. Like he, on the one side he is telling them don't cry, other hand he is trying to become himself to be immortal. So this is that demons. So there is, so how come, like if they have knowledge, they don't use that. Yeah, just that, Mother. Is it okay? Is it clear, Mother?
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. Yeah, it's like, they are kind of, you can say they are on the selfish platform, right?
Selfish
The
also,
demons.
Mataji. I don't know, even they don't know how to become selfish also, Mataji.
Yeah,
That
because
you
like Ravana, I mean, he's seeing his own self. It's so amazing. This thought came to me, which was inside me, but it just came out. Like Ravana had a curse that he could not touch another lady, right? There was a story.
Yes, yeah.
Now, in spite of having curse that he cannot touch or enjoy whatever, still he kidnapped Sita.
Mother Sita, yes.
So, I mean, it is so amazing that once, you're cursed with something, then still you want to try different ways, because he thought maybe Sita will, reciprocate.
Yeah.
So how much strong the sense gratification is there. And then, of course, Srila Prabhupada has given us that, in contrast to this, that we, no illicit relationship is there before or after marriage. Of course, during also, before, during, after, whatever. So, but the point is that he was not following it. He might be knowing the knowledge, but he was not acting, right? So that's the way
Yeah.
how
Yes,
yeah.
Mataji, we all know that he was a worshipper of Lord Shiva. He always chant big shloka. He's son of a Brahmin. But the practical application is nothing. So after knowledge also, he kidnapped Mother Sita, such a foolish person. And when his brother, his wife, they trying to tell him like whatever you are doing, this is not a good. Still, he don't want to listen. This is their goal. Yeah.
So Mataji, what was the story mentioned about like the ant hill?
Yeah, that Hiranyakashipu, like when he did the penance, like he did so
Yeah.
many years that his whole body was eaten by ant and it became a big hill. So even Brahmaji, when he came with all the rishis and everybody, he was not able to see like where is Hiranyakashipu. He was just hearing the voice, the sound, that mantra he was chanting for Lord Brahma's. So he was hearing, Brahmaji was hearing that sound only. And that's why Brahmaji said, like, nobody did this kind of penance in the past and nobody will do in the future. So when then Brahmaji has that kamandlu in his hand, so he sprinkles some water on that, and then his body again becomes so like strong and jubilant, like golden body he got. And again he become like intoxicated with this strong body. So
Mataji,
yeah.
one question comes to me, like we say we have to worship and ask for any boon from Krishna only, not the demigods, right?
Yeah.
The
Prabhupada said.
gods or devtas, right? Yeah, Prabhupada said. But then if the doesn't Lord Krishna, Vishnu, give some direction to the demigod that what kind of boons you're giving? Don't they scold them? What kind of boons you're giving? I mean,
they are made for that only, Mataji. They are made. That's why the Krishna appointed them. Like Krishna made like Mother Saraswati. Like if somebody asks like any kind of vidya or anything knowledge, for that worship Mother Saraswati. But that is avidhi purvakam. Krishna is saying. Krishna is giving everything, but indirect way. But if we know that Prabhupada said in one of the verses in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the second canto, that I got it, akam sarva kamo vak. So whatever, if we, like before knowledge, if we worship demigod, that's fine. Now I know, like indirectly, everything is coming for Krishna, from Krishna only. And still, if I'm worshipping demigods, that's not a good way. Like without knowledge, if you do, that's fine. But after knowledge, if you do, then it's not good. We have to think like we are, Prabhupada said, we are human beings. We have higher intelligence. So we all can use our intelligence. If everything is coming from Krishna only, then we can worship Krishna only. And Krishna is the, like in the Dhruv Maharaj pastime, this is so nice, good learning for all of us. Like he gives the benediction also, but he purify our heart also. He was very happy. Dhruv Maharaj said, please, Lord, I don't want anything. But Krishna is very kind. He said, because you have desire to have a kingdom greater than your grandfather, so I'm giving you. But he said, no, I don't want. But he said, like, after ruling this earth, you will come to me. That planet, that Dhruv is very close to my abode. You will see me, and it's free from this material world. So Krishna is very kind. He fulfill, and sometime our desire won't fulfill, Mataji, because Krishna know this is good or not for us. And demigod worship means, that's why people, they think that alpa buddhi, small intelligence they have. They think like they worshipping demigods means our desire immediately fulfilled. That's why they worship. And sometimes Krishna know like this is not good for the devotee, so he won't fulfill. But sometimes he know like it's good for my devotee, immediately fulfill. So this is Krishna's kindness.
Yeah. So yes, Mataji. So that means anyone worshipping demigods, they are basically on the material platform and they're trying to fulfill their material desires, which could be wealth or anything, like Lord Shiva, they worship for marriage. Then disease is sun god, skin disease or whatever, sun god, and few others I'm not getting on top of my head, but so all these are there. Like, I mean, they've given them, Krishna's giving them like, okay, some kind of a credit. Okay, now, you in the material world, you go ahead and but then that also comes to an end, just like that. Yeah, and Dhruv Maharaj's story is very nice. You gave example that all of us, although we are in Krishna consciousness and we do have desires. It's not like we're desireless. But then what happens is that he met Krishna and then all his desires are gone. So, hopefully, with our practices, we can also come to that stage. And I really like that point you emphasized today about we can become detached by reading more Bhagavatam. That's, because
Yeah.
it's like Prabhupada ji said, you cannot be desireless.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
for
yeah.
example, if I'm leaving tea, if I desire to have tea, then I can have elaichi milk. I have to have something there. I just can't be like, okay, I don't have tea, and then I'm like, I can't have anything else. No, I can have milk. I have elaichi milk, badam milk. There's so many other milks we can have which don't have the
Intoxication.
a tea intoxicant. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Mataji. Wonderful
Thank you, Mataji.
insights. And also, Mataji, if no one has any questions, then if you can just share something about your Guru Maharaj. We are till today's date hearing his glorifications from so many. Yesterday I heard from Amog Leela Prabhu. So if there's anything which any instructions given to you and your family in which we can also benefit. We realize after Guru Maharaj went away, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, that his glories were like just coming out like a thunderbolt. And while he was there, going to Mangal Aarti and book distribution, and I mean, we can just name a few. Like he was such a intensely, very, very intensely, he was following Krishna consciousness. So that's like
yes, Mataji,
it's a
and
lot of inspiration.
and Guru Maharaj never
Yeah.
liked to praise for himself. Like for us, like we are disciple, like in December, not last to last December, we went to India and we went to see Guru Maharaj in Delhi. So we were there with Guru Maharaj for some time, like half an hour, 45 minutes. So we were discussing about like our family, our elder daughter's education and everything, Prabhu's job and everything. So we always discuss everything in our life, everything. Guru Maharaj knows everything for us. So I was telling Guru Maharaj, it's because of you. Like you remember, you told us this thing. He said, okay. Just he never liked to listen about himself. So that's that's his humbleness. Like he always asks us, like for especially my elder daughter, so how's your education and everything. So that whatever the devotees they are telling in the glories, we saw that in our life whenever Guru Maharaj comes here, we meet him in India. So these are all like we when we serve him, we always feel that like he's very sharp in memory. Like in last summer when he was in Baltimore. So for me, I always like to cook for Guru Maharaj. Like Guru Maharaj like bread, I always make bread for him, cookies, oats cookies or baked samosa. Guru Maharaj, he never like anything fried. So he eats baked samosas. Oh yeah, in the dinner, I usually make baked samosas and green chutney for him. So then but I don't. I feel myself not so capable to serve him his plate. So that's why I send my elder daughter, and she is very happy always to serve Guru Maharaj. And even the lunchtime also she went there to serve Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj, when she did she gave plate and she paid his homage to Guru Maharaj. And when she was about to come, so one of senior devotee was there. So Guru Maharaj was asking her question, and she was just she didn't hear, and she was coming. So the devotee told Rasikali, Maharaj is asking you question. So then she stand and Maharaj was asking her question, how is your education and everything. He never forget. He by seeing Radhika, he know like she's our daughter. Like 2 year back, I was in Delhi temple. So Guru Maharaj came there near to our house, Rohini temple. So Guru Maharaj gave Bhagavatam class, and then my elder daughter, she always asked question Guru Maharaj, and she asked question, and then we went to meet Guru Maharaj. In the whole public, when lot of devotee, the speaker won't be able to see who is asking the question. And when we went there to meet Guru Maharaj said, "Oh, you are the one who were asking question. I was thinking I heard this voice somewhere." So it's so like Guru Maharaj. He is very merciful. So he know like to see us, he know everything. We know that. We don't need to tell him, Guru Maharaj, this happened, that. He know everything. We know that just by seeing us or seeing him, like he know everything. So that's why, like, so many times, like when our elder daughter, when she was just 2 years, that time we took initiation, and from that day till now, she always, like, when she was 4 5 years, she was small, she always sit in the front of Guru Maharaj, near to, with Prabhu's only, because she was small, she was sitting with my Prabhu, and she always, like, writing, asking question. And after the class, Guru Maharaj always like to see her notepad, like what she wrote, and he's always enjoying. So this is so nice. And Guru Maharaj is like very caring. Like Prabhu said, sometime Prabhu said, Guru Maharaj, is it okay if we go back to India? And Guru Maharaj immediately says, so do you have enough financially strong enough? Everything is good for you. If you go back India, do you think you will be able to survive? So he is not like spiritual material. Also, he thinks he don't want his disciple to suffer for anything. So this is his kindness for everything. And like whatever devotees, like I know Guru Maharaj, he is for his sadhana, he's very particular. So because like same Prabhu, and earlier when he comes to Atlanta before COVID, so my elder daughter was like 10, 11 or 12. She is very good in reading from the beginning. So she always, like, even though Matajis are not allowed there, but she is small. So she was sitting there with Prabhu and Guru Maharaj do detail worship when she was reading. And so Guru Maharaj, and one time we were in Vrindavan, Guru Maharaj, no, like he asked her, like, can you chant Brahm Samhita in front of everybody? So it's not like he's inspiring other also. Like, see, this small girl, she memorized the whole Brahm Samhita. So it's good. All kids can memorize. It's good. So he's always encouraging everybody. So spiritually, like he told us, like you can take guidance from Aruda Mataji and everybody for the education for our daughters. So this is so he is always caring for everything, not for us. Like in one time in Atlanta, one time one Mataji came and she was very sick and she wants to give donation to Guru Maharaj, like some donation. And Guru Maharaj said, no, don't give me. Just keep for your health. Don't worry. Don't give it. And for us also, whenever we give donation, Guru Maharaj said, I'm using it for Kurukshetra temple. We said, Guru Maharaj, whatever way you feel, just use it. We don't have any question for anything, Guru Maharaj, because we know, like, Guru is Guru. Without spiritual life, we know now we can feel our life is like we have, but Guru Maharaj, like the teachings that he gave us, that's life and soul for us, Mataji. So thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing. Because you both are the disciples of Maharaj, and it's a big loss to this world, actually, Maharaj gone away, because we were seeing him live in so many places, and now of course his teachings are there, but that doesn't take the place of his presence, according to me.
Yes.
Like okay, Mataji, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, all the devotees. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Thank you so much for this excellent class and wonderful explanation of the two verses, and explaining about so many practical things that we can follow in our day-to-day life and do progress in our spiritual life. So, and the key of the spiritual life is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So thank you so much for emphasizing on that. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for giving me service, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, all the devotees.
Yes, and next month you are going to India. So
yes, Mataji. Yes, we are going to India.
We all pray for your nice vacation, and we will miss you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
But we are looking forward to hear from you. Now, instead of Prabhuji, we are looking for your class, Mataji.
Actually, Prabhu's job is little bit tight, Mataji. So he still went for the meeting today. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, work schedule is a little bit tight. But like, keep me in your service, Mataji. Whenever I don't have much knowledge or anything, just trying my best. If I make any mistake, please forgive me. I know devotees
No,
are very, very
Mataji.
kind. Their hearts are like very pure. So please, all the devotees in the call, please forgive me. So
No, Mataji.
even though we are reading Bhagavatam, like when my daughter, she will be 20. When she was 5 years, we start reading Bhagavatam. But still, I don't have that much nice speaking skills. So please forgive me if I make
No,
any
Mataji. And
mistakes for any devotee.
Mataji, you mentioned your daughter got initiated, right?
Yeah, she was in 2018, Mataji. When she was 14 years, she got
14
initiation
years.
from Indradum
Very
Maharaj,
good.
Mataji. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hari Bol, Mataji. So nice. You
Yeah,
are.
she got initiation from Indradum Maharaj, but still, Mataji, sometime I saw when she hears the glories of Guru Maharaj, she cry, Mataji, because she never feel any difference between Guru Maharaj and Indradum Maharaj. So even she chant first Guru Maharaj Pranamantar, then Indradum Maharaj Pranamantar. Because he is still, like, whenever we go, and Guru Maharaj always ask her, like, where is Indradum Swami, how he's doing, so all that. So like that's like
the affection and love for. Yes.
Yes.
So nice, Mataji. You raise your daughters so nicely.
Nothing, just trying, Mataji.
At the age of 14, Mataji, she got initiated. So
Maharaj, Mataji, Maharaj gave her initiation. We didn't. Maharaj
you didn't
forced
ask
us. Maharaj forced us. Like Prabhu said, I was agree, but Prabhu was not agree. Prabhu said, Maharaj, no, she is not mature. Maharaj said she has faith on Guru. That's very, very important. If she has, that's good. I can give her initiation. Don't worry for her. So Maharaj.
And she's doing good, Mataji, right? She's her chanting and everything.
Yeah, chanting is, she chants. She always chant good rounds. Whatever sadhana is, sometime because of education and everything. But she chant her round nicely. Yeah, sometime late also, but she finished her 16 round every day.
Very nice. Hari Bol. So inspiring, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, you're right. Shamarasika Mataji is so right about chanting, because just like you're saying about your daughter right now, that whatever may be, we might get busy, but those 16 rounds have to go on. Maybe we can't do DT Seva. Maybe we can't do this. Sometimes we have to offer Prasadam Manme, and just eat with a plate. But this chanting is something which, is like continue, has to continue wherever on the planet we are there.
Yes, but Mataji, one Prabhupada disciple, he told us one very nice thing for our devotee kids, Mataji. He said, like, the important things is they cannot eat anywhere. They know that they have to eat only Krishna Prasadam. In the material world, that is the only one very, very special thing that can save them. Because in the material world, we know, like, whenever we go to the office environment or college environment, if we start eating outside, that is the cause of danger thing. Because, like, when we start eating, when we mingle, then we mingle more with others. Like for our daughter, that is also one thing saving her. Like, because she won't eat with any of her friends. He has friend. She discuss like her about the exam or question or something, but she won't eat anything with anybody, because and she is initiated and she know that she cannot sit if somebody is eating meat or something. So then that can save our kids so much, Mataji. That is very important thing, eating. And even she won't drink even outside water also. She always carry her water also, Mataji. Eating is never side. So that is very, very important. Prabhupada gave us such a wonderful formula, Mataji: chanting, hearing, and prasadam. So this is so important.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much for mentioning that, because from your mouth, we are taking prasadam and chanting, talking also.
Oh, yeah, talking.
So, reading Bhagavatam. So it's like that is equally important. You're absolutely right. And like initially when I came, Mataji, to Krishna consciousness, so sometimes I was having prasadam, sometimes I was not having prasadam. And as I was having more prasadam, getting more inclined, and I was not initiated that time. So when I didn't have prasadam, I used to feel the difference. I used to feel concentration, I used to feel some illusory energy. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I used to think that, oh, it's okay, we don't read today, we don't do this today. But when I'm having only prasadam that particular day, in the past, I used to feel that, this life I want to give to Krishna only. That feeling used to come.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
never came when, we are, like, ahar is also very, very important. I'm so happy that you mentioned that, yes, Mataji, it's very important. And so
Yeah,
your
that's
daughter
why,
is so young.
yeah, for our kids,
Yeah.
like we can teach them from the beginning, like don't eat outside, like eat only prasadam, because in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we have this knowledge, like read Krishna prasadam, offer everything to Krishna, and whatever we can offer to Krishna, just eat that. That can help us in this material world, Mataji. That our chanting and prasadam is so important, Mataji.
So, Mataji, in relation to prasadam, one question comes. Like, in our temple last Sunday, they made this some kind of like Thai curry gravy. They put tofu in it. So then I told one Prabhuji that tofu is not offered to the deity. He says, no, Bhagwan ke liye to alag separate ban raha hai. This is for the everyone, and then we mix it. In that, we're not putting tofu. So I said, Prabhuji, then the tofu we are having at home and offering at home. He says at home it is okay. So
Yeah, because
now,
because Mataji, like the temple deities are like, we do deity installation like Pran Pratishtha.
Yes.
So, and our deities at home, they are welcome. We do welcome ceremony for the home. But for the temple, we do Pran Pratishtha. Pran Pratishtha means we are in that mantras, we invoking the Lord from the Lord's abode. And we are asking the Lord, come in this deity. Like if we, Krishna or Radha Rani. So we invoke the Lord from his abode. But for in our house deities, we are just welcoming the deity. That's why in the household, we are not allowed to do the Pran Pratishtha, Mataji. So life-giving ceremony.
The deities, there are strict rules in what you have to offer.
Strict rules. Yes, Mataji, definitely. They are temple rules. And that's why, in our temples, deity kitchen is always different. That Prabhupada established that rule. And in America, we have less devotees. That's why rules are a little bit soft here. But in India, it's very, very strict, Mataji. Only the Brahman initiated devotees only can cook for the Lord. So that's why I think that devotee mentioned that, like that we cannot offer to the deities, but after offering,
yeah, okay.
So Hare Krishna Mataji, I just wanted to check. So tofu is not allowed. What is the significance of not serving tofu?
No, it's allowed to eat, Mataji, but they don't offer in the temple. At home, we can have. We can offer.
Maybe
yeah.
In the deities, those are the temple deities, Mataji. Those are the deities installed deity in the temple. They won't allow tofu for them. Like vinegar is not allowed.
Thank you.
We don't. Yeah, in the deities are different, Mataji. At home, we are just welcoming the deities. Deities are deities. If you offer food to the Krishna's picture,
where can we?
No, but Mataji, that Geeta Mataji's question is why it is not offering, because tofu is also made from soya bean milk.
Yeah.
Like paneer, we make from paneer.
From milk, paneer milk. Yeah.
So tofu
I don't know, Mataji. For that, I don't know that answer, Mataji.
So if you can find out, please let us know.
Sure. I will ask devotee. If I find out, I will. Sure, Mataji, no problem.
Maybe the process is not good. We don't know.
Process is, yeah, like same vinegar also. Mataji, it's not.
So vinegar substitute is lemon, Mataji. We can always use lemon for vinegar.
Yes, lemon or citric acid. That is also not bad.
So maybe they are trying to tell people because Krishna loved Lord Krishna loved milk product, so to paneer is better. I don't know.
You can say that, Mataji. Yeah, you are right.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, but yeah, if you can find out, please let us know, Mataji.
Sure. Yeah. Sham, Rupni Padma Mataji, you can also find out. I will also try. Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Mataji, one question was coming now. You you touch the prasadam topic. So, like for example, sometimes we are hungry, outside, and we are far from home, and the prasadam is not there. We don't have nuts. We don't have a roti roll. We don't have our sandwich, homemade bread sandwich. So then what happens is we can always go to Walmart and pick up some fruits.
Fruits, yeah.
And then,
yeah, you can offer.
wash it.
You can. You
Yeah.
have in our devotee family, we always keep Krishna's picture in our car. Always. It's not me or you.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's natural in devotees' car. There is one or two picture. Krishna picture is always there. So we can offer to Krishna and eat. Yeah, we can chant our Guru's Pranam mantra and Krishna and then eat. Yeah, that is the only way. So still Krishna is very happy to see this because he know like how devotees are still like in that situation also. They offer everything to the Lord and then they eat.
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
We just be careful to buy things which we can eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mataji, I have
Yes,
one
Mataji.
question, Hare Krishna, for the nice, and thank you for the nice class and you kind beautifying association. I have one question about keeping the alekha, that is a picture of Krishna in the cart. So when we go away from the cart, so so aren't we supposed to take the picture along with us?
No, we can keep the picture in the car, Prabhu. Like
Then
we can.
what happens? He is in the hot, he is suffering, isn't it? He is sweating, Krishna is sweating.
No. But instead of not having Krishna's picture in the car, we can keep Krishna's picture in a car in such a place like where the facing is toward you so that sunlight won't come. But that's okay, Prabhu. Like sunlight, like we use every year calendar. The calendar we use, calendar like our BBT calendar we use, like New Vrindavan has one different calendar. So we use every year. It's
No, that's
not
why
like
in the car, I'm saying in the car. In the car, we have open to cold and heat.
That's fine, Prabhu. That's fine, Prabhu. If it's cold and heat, still Krishna is there.
No.
So what about, excuse me, Mataji, what about putting the photo in a cellophane paper and putting in the purse or wallet?
That's good, Mataji. Like in one, maybe like Rukmini Padma Mataji, no. Like I saw Shraddhanjali Mataji and the Pine Prabhu. In their car, they put the whole Guru Parampara, Shad Goswamis. I saw in the long back, almost 15-year back. I saw in their car. So I was so happy to see this because like the aim is like to put the lamination or some hanging in the mirror, near the mirror. Is that so
we
that
can see.
While driving also we can see, sometimes we chant in the car. So while driving, so just don't think one disadvantage, think many good things.
Yes.
So because good things
like
are
for example, Mataji.
Partha Prabhu, Hare Krishna, sorry to interrupt.
Yes, Prabhu saying something.
Keeping in car, another advantage, as Mataji was saying, Partha Prabhu, we can say that Krishna is there for protection of our car. I'm just adding to this, because
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, devotees are very clever, Prabhu. They can find out some way or other, like how they can keep Krishna everywhere.
Yeah,
so
and
this is
likewise,
Mataji, sometimes
we keep Ganesha like before Krishna consciousness. I used to keep Ganesha idol into or Hanuman idol.
Hanumanji,
so now I'm keeping Krishna. So it's as good as simple, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yes. Because so many advantages keeping Krishna, like protection.
I used to keep the Krishna picture. And then I thought that Krishna is sweating and feeling cold, and then I took him inside.
Partha Prabhuji picture is okay. Picture is not DTs, right?
DTs, no,
because I know some devotees carry DTs and they even put the AC on while they come to the temple. They have DTs in the car.
Yeah,
but with the picture, it's okay. With the picture, it's okay. And Mataji, I have like Lord Jagannath ji like hung up, in the like mirror thing. So whenever I'm coming out of Walmart, I'm telling my daughter, where's Jagannath ji? Where's Jagannath ji? Fine. Instead of saying, where's my SUV? Where's my SUV? Where's Jagannath ji? I can't see Jagannath ji,
Mataji, one more
eyes, I can't see his eyes.
Mataji, one more thing I can add, how you said about Jagannath ji. like, I don't remember the year, but the Baltimore temple gifted a small Jagannath Baldev Subhadramai, which was like suppose for the car, to every devotee who did book distribution. So, we kept Jagannath into car, we sticked it properly, but it was just Jagannath Baldev Subhadramai. There was a sitting kind of sihasan, like a small Vyasasan for them. But, my daughter started feeling, but when we park, they get heat, like sun rays comes directly on their eyes. Then we identified some small umbrella and we kept it, sticked it behind them.
Nice.
So Partha
Nice.
Prabhu, you
That's
must
why. That's
have
why I'm
got your
telling
answer.
Prabhu, Krishna's devotees are very clever. They know how to.
Yeah,
Like
correct,
devotees,
Mataji.
they are very, very Prabhu. This is so nice, Prabhu. Like devotees, like we can feel that devotee, they feel the feeling they have for the Lord. It's very, very special, Prabhu. But like Prabhu, like don't feel like that not keeping Krishna in the car, because sometimes our kids also drive. So Krishna is always there. Krishna is in the heart also, but we want to see Krishna's form every time. So if Jagannath ji there, even our, like I was so happy to see Mataji's car, like she put even Guru Parampara. I said how you made it so nicely. But like, and in the house also I saw they has one clock, and all the 12 Mahajans are there in the clock. So this is 12,
Yes.
like 12 hours to 12 Mahajans. So that was really, I feel so good to see that, like how we can remember Krishna and Krishna's devotees. It's wonderful, Prabhu. Don't feel anything
Yeah,
like.
Mataji, you must be remembering this verse. I don't remember that, but English translation I remember. Like Sri Krishna, you see Krishna everywhere. Like that one shloka is there in Bhagavad Gita. Then Krishna will.
Pandita Samdarshana, something like that. Prabhu.
Yeah, I don't remember right now.
Yomam Pasati Sarvasya
Ah,
Sarvam
so
Samai
yeah,
Pasati.
Pachati, yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. So that's,
So
yeah.
see me. Krishna himself says, "See me in everything." See me in everything. Then
Everything.
I will make sure I will see you in my heart. Like it's something like that.
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Yeah, I will just
Yes.
post that verse, into our WhatsApp.
Sarvam Chaimot Pasati. Asaham na pranasami nasa chame pranasati.
Yes.
He doesn't.
I also wanted to mention to Gita Mataji that it's good to keep in the wallet also, because I have my Srila Prabhupada's picture, my father's picture. He's not there with us, and Radha Krishna. So when I open it every time to take out my credit card, then that time also when I'm especially in the store, then every time my this thing goes, because it's my father, my grandfather. Srila Prabhupada is my grandfather. Of course, I have my material grandfather. So whenever I open the wallet, I see Krishna's picture there. So even if like in the store, our house or anywhere we can, because Krishna's picture, deities, name, it's all absolute. There's no difference. So, and also like, we might think that Krishna is feeling hot in the car like that. But the very fact that we are feeling that Krishna is feeling hot, that's how our Krishna is, Bhavagrahi. He is like, oh, this person is thinking about me like that, and he gets happy. So that feeling only Anake, that is also very it's such a wonderful thing which Partha Prabhu asked. I'm amazed how much feeling he has for Krishna, which I never realized. So next time, it is hot, I will try to although still it's a picture, but still, we can just say
Partha
that what to
Prabhu's question will
do.
make us to think, Mataji, and to at least get some
Yes,
answers.
yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Because Krishna is Bhavagrahi. He is Bhavagrahi, and he
Yes,
loves
ma'am.
devotees like Partha Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
everybody.
All because
Actually,
of Vaishnava mercy.
yeah. Yeah. So Prabhuji, next time we will put on the AC, at least whenever we can give cooling to the picture also we will give. Yeah.
Actually, for in our case, like maybe not applicable for everybody. So even we keep always books also, some small book or Bhagavad Gita also in car. So what Prabhu is doing, like for the Krishna's picture also, he hang in a way so that sunlight won't come that side. When you try, like if you are not feeling for the any pictures, just hang something like Mataji is saying, hang like Jagannath ji or something like that.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
And
you, ma'am.
Mataji, also like it's a good, our car is, our Vahan, our vehicle is actually, it should be used for Krishna consciousness. So, we are going here and there. But the point is, most of the cars these days, the middle portion, especially in the SUVs, they have this big area. So we can keep small books. So sometimes, we are on this place where somebody is begging for money. You see people.
Yes,
So you
yes,
can
yes.
just call them instead of giving, you can just give one book to them.
Yeah.
Because obviously we can't expect them to give even a single cent. But we can just open the drawer and give them, because I realized that when I used to go for long trip, there used to be like I went to Tampa and other places. So there was this person who came and I felt so like bad, that I want to give him book only, because he'll read or he'll give it to someone in his home. And then I started keeping these small books there now. So just the idea that
Yeah, sometimes
that's a good idea, but if you don't know whether they are inclined, they will. What if they throw the book?
For that, Mataji, like we do Food for Life program in our house. Like sometimes what I saw, like we keep some prasadam also. Like when we, like somebody's, there are so many times like people, they put the tag like hungry or homeless. Just give some fruits, like sometimes offered prasadam, like fruits or cookies or something. If you give that book, sometimes they won't take, or just because they are not spiritually that much. Like, but food means like they eat, definitely. The street people, they never throw anything. But prasadam is very, very important, Mataji. Keep something. Like whenever we go, like even our younger daughter also, she know, like immediately she asks, Mama, do you think we have something? We can give him something. So that because we cook for the homeless people, so we know, like we whenever
bring the books from prasadam also. Okay.
Prasadam is, because prasadam is like Mataji, they won't throw. Immediately they will eat.
Yes, Mataji. Like prasadam, if we distribute prasadam to the like even Shamarasika says the same, because if we give money, they are going to spend in liquor or whatever, so it is not worth donating in that way. But if we have some packets in our car, just give it to them, so and that's offered prasad. So
Yes, homemade cookies, whatever cookies, because food is also like, we can think like we cannot give them like something that we eat like our Indian food, but like cookies or fruits they eat. That cookies is like just dry snack, like just
good idea.
small
I will do
packets or
that. I will
something.
do that.
Keep in car.
The easiest is those packets, small glucose biscuits. They're wrapped up and they're easy to, so you can just give them away. They're not that expensive.
Yeah. Offer to the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes, give them,
Just offer in the car also, those packets. When you are doing grocery, just keep some packets there. Offer to your car, Krishna, and then, Krishna in the car, and then it is easy to offer them as a prasad. Yes, definitely. Glucose biscuit is also a good idea.
Yeah, my mother used to give them in India. She's no longer. Yeah.
But like here also.
And also, Geeta Mataji was mentioning about somebody throwing the book away. So the point is, always pray to Srila Prabhupada before giving the book. The Prabhupada, and maybe that book, he might keep and just goes home. Sometimes they have this backpack, usme dal dete hain, and they might just throw it and keep it in some corner in there wherever they are staying. So what will happen? Somebody else might take it. Maybe it's meant for someone else, and this person is just an instrument, and we are also instrument.
That's true.
So we have to think positively, like the books. Because I remember one time what happened. I was giving these small pamphlets. Krishna is the reservoir of pleasure. So I was giving in one particular place. There was a lake. So one time what happened? I went to and I'm giving a lot of pamphlets that time. Because I don't know, I was just in the mood to give, somehow I just wanted to give, not take anything from this world. So what happened is one time I was going and throwing something in the trash, and I saw the book there, and I took it out. I saw the Reservoir of Pleasure, Krishna's book there. So I was like, oh, somebody threw it away. So I said, no, something. Then, I stopped giving those pamphlets there. And then I took that pamphlet out and I said, then I gave it to someone saying that, please, if you don't read, then you can share it with your family. So that way, you put a line across their mind, and their mind is not in a mode of ignorance. that, here, take the book, that's it. No, you tell them, if you don't read, do you have anyone else who's interested, like suppose this yoga book or some other meditation, mantra meditation, then, you just tell them. And then one time I met this girl, she says, oh, remember you gave me a book? I gave it to my daughter's friend. She's into yoga and meditation, and she's like reading that. So I was like, wow, it went to a third person, So that way we have to pray to Srila Prabhupada that the books are, going in the right hand. And people do throw it also. That's no doubt about it.
But Mataji, like
there are some people like that.
But like Mataji, like if many people, if we give books to many people, in all of them, like even if one person can read the book, that is also our benefit, Mataji. Like even if the book can change even a single person, that then also we are victorious, Mataji. Because we don't expect, like if we give 10 books, then all of them become devotees or they use the book. If one person, like Prabhupada said, if I can make one devotee, my life is successful. What about us, Mataji? Like for book also, like that doesn't matter, like how many, we at least from our side, we should try to give.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji, among 10, if one reads, or 100, among 100, even one reads, that will make a big difference. And also, we used to do book distribution in the motels. So, one motel owner said, like, they are throwing in trash, so we don't like this, So we asked this question to, I think, Vaisheshika Prabhu or Maharaj. So he said, keeping in the motel, even that person touches once, that is his austerity, then even not in his lifetime, but next lifetime he will read that, So touching by them is also, some austerity.
The pious credit they are getting. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Definitely, Prabhu. Like for giving books means we should never think like that person maybe throw away or tear it, whatever way. But even out of 10, one person read or his life change, then that's everything for us, Prabhu. Means we did our job. So that's
also, Mataji, I was thinking that few things we always go to do. We always go to fill gas, right, in our tanks. So I had heard this from my Guru Maharaj that, wherever you go or wherever, whoever you meet, like, right now he was not feeling well, his health is improving now. But the moment it improved and they got him out of the hospital, he started, in the corridors. So wherever we are going, like I'm just following, like mini footsteps. So suppose gas station, you're standing there waiting. So what you do is you take out a book and there are other people filling gas. And you can tell them, would you like to have a book, So then that is the time. And of course, I'm going to add prasadam also to it now. I might bake some, I just wanted to give in to Geeta Mataji, I wanted to say, it's very wonderful to offer glucose biscuits. It's really good. But sometimes what happens, like Krishna is so happy when we cook ourselves, like nice butter cooking.
Actually, I was also thinking, but I don't want to discourage Mataji's good thought. At least she's thinking something to do.
That's good. And also, we make this matti or banate with very so tasty. People in America are so fond of samosas, but wo jo crunchy part hota hai, wo it's like matti. So small, thoda sa maida leke, ajwain dal ke, we make these mattis and we can make cookie and then first offer to home, also give to family members. And then we can, and to kya hoega, like wo to, Krishna will be happy first. First, you have to make Krishna happy. If Krishna is happy, then everybody's heart is happy, even a beggar's. And then we give it to everyone. So just a little effort is there. इसी बहाने क्या होता है ना, हम लोग थोड़ा सोचेंगे, चलो हम रख लेते हैं. So the point is, I was coming to anywhere we go, even gas station we are going, even sometimes Walmart, Mataji, we have a couple of books in our backpack. And there is someone we meet. Like one time I went to fill my gas cylinder. And there was this person was so friendly. He says, oh, how are you? It's so nice to meet you. Which part of the country are you? And I immediately ran to my car. I said, such a wonderful soul, and I said, and he was like jumping with the book. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that I met you and I talked to you. Now you're giving me this gift. So, there are such wonderful people we meet. You never know.
Sometimes, like by talking also, we can feel that person is positive or not. Like when we talk with somebody,
positive, cheerful in heart.
Yes, Mataji, that matters.
Yeah, you come across people like that. Like, sometimes you feel you're like, okay, like you're tired. But then suddenly you meet people like this in the material world. They're not even following Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
Nothing they're following, but they're so much high-spirited that you feel, wow, like, look at this person, we should give something to him at least. He can be happy going back to Godhead, actually. Here he's happy, that's good. But,
I was thinking, if I can add Mataji with your kind permission.
No, yeah, Prabhuji, we're having a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, so once I feel it is if you're part of the Sankirtan party and then book distribution, there is a Sankirtan going on, street Sankirtan and Nagar Sankirtan and dancing. As part of that party, if we are giving the booklets, that is fine, because the lectures here, they will be attracted by the singing and dancing, and they may take interest in the literature. But on an isolated way, without the Nagar Sankirtan, if we are distributing, then it doesn't create the situation, condition necessary to receive the mercy, the knowledge. So what I have seen, like once I was in a beach here and by myself, so I was just approached one white and he gave him some philosophy. Of course, he was not ready for the philosophy. He had it been Nagar Sankirtan, he would have been more interested. So the philosophy, after that, I gave the book, that small book. That book, after a while, I saw it in the bathroom. Same book. So I thought that I have done a mistake, and then I remembered that giving book for one is the Nagar Sankirtan would have been part of the Nagar distribution as part of the Nagar Sankirtan would have been the best, when the way Prabhupada's time used to be done. Otherwise, nowadays, I mean, in the situation now, then not so many Nagar Sankirtans, and then best way to is to take some money, because then money means at least he will keep. And because in terms of preaching in the US, the preaching in the India, it is different, because India, even if we give free, then also they will keep that, because they know that they cannot keep the deity the picture in the bathroom or somewhere.
So Prabhu, one thing is for sure, like when you talk somebody, is if somebody is not hearing the philosophy, it's maybe for other devotee can also add. For me, like when we distribute book, like we ask, like we have this book like Bhagavad Gita or any book, and we can, when we talk somebody, we can recognize like that person is like how he's reciprocating,
inclined or not. Yes,
that person is ready or not. Like if sometime like they are very strong Christian people, they are very like no, so they said like okay, thank you, like they hear whatever we are saying, and after that they say okay, thank you, but I think I don't need that. Then I feel like maybe the other devotee can also add. I feel like don't give them book, just
conversation. Conversation is good.
Yeah, that if conversation like they are favorable, like sometimes people they like to read different philosophy like Hinduism or anything, and if sometimes people they are fond of reading books, they like to read books, this kind of people they like to read and they take book and they value it. But sometimes people are they immediately after hearing everything, and when book distribution don't spend too much time for anybody, like if they are favorable, like after just few minutes, like telling like this is book and this tell like you can show in Bhagavad Gita different painting or tell like it's in English like shlokas are, so you can read, it's had different yoga like Krishna is teaching, like because sometimes people like yoga or something, you can give them some knowledge. And if they just few minutes only, and if they are the other person is nice reciprocating nicely, you can sometimes even people are like they don't have money but they like the book. If they have like Bhagavad Gita is $10, they have just $1 or $2, we can give them book. But sometimes like people they don't want to take the book, but they like the philosophy hearing nice, but they said sorry we don't want, then don't give. for me, I think Mataji and Prabhuji also can add. But for me, I feel like that other devotee can also, like, maybe if I'm wrong, add something.
Yeah, Mataji, I want to add one thing. Like Prabhuji is saying, Sankirtan, you go. Now the thing is, Sankirtan is 2 hours away or 1 hour away where the devotees are doing, and they're doing on a day we cannot go. So we should not wait for Sankirtan. Then we go ourselves whenever we get a chance. We do our kind of book distribution, judging the other person. And then I like that point about, taking money, some kind of a money, like everybody has a Zella kind of account, right? Connected to our phone or bank or whatever, we can take some money on that. So that way, I think, or some whatever credit card machine or something or the other. That way, because everybody's using credit card everywhere. So that way some money can be taken. Then they will not throw the book. That's a very good idea. And then it goes to their Sukruti. Like,
that's good.
Yeah.
Like, that my point is, if somebody is very interested in not having money, that's fine. But like, it's really nice take money, like if they have, because then if they pay, then they value the book. That's Mataji is right for that.
Yeah. But not doing book distribution at all, it's like, Lord Chaitanya says in, I don't know where, he says that if there's a tree, and in those trees, suppose you have grown a tree and there are like so many apples coming. How many apples can you eat? You can make apple pudding, you get apple juice, but there's so many coming. Now our neighborhood is there, others are there, like, so think of that apple as the holy name, as Prabhupada's books. So the more we'll get, others will also relish the sweet apple. So they will relish the holy name, the books. So it's very important that wherever situation we are, like for example, today my thing is I have to fill gas. I have to go to the library. I have to go to Walmart. And Walmart is such a wonderful place, Mataji. Sometimes, there's this lady who will give the cart and I'll say, would you like to have a book, and just have a small conversation. And, we have Aldi here where we have to pay 50 cents in, a quarter for getting the cart. So then, like sometimes they say, oh, we don't have a quarter. And then you start having a conversation and, you can just give a book. But the idea is the books have to be in the car. If the books are not in the care, what are we going to give? If you're going to just chant to them, they'll forget. You give them a card, that's good, they'll keep. Anything, concrete has to be given to them. So all these places are also helpful. So that way I know my whole week from Sunday to Monday, I have done my individual Sankirtan, with the people, other than I'm not able to go for the main Harinam, which devotees are doing. So we can just play our role. And this is similar to what a squirrel did in Ram Katha, right? Just individually based we are doing. And of course, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna are keeping a note of that too. And we have to be very, very careful. And like all the ideas everyone gave here, they were so wonderful. And because I was thinking about book distribution, I'm not really doing it very actively nowadays, but I need to do that. And, Prashadam, I will also add. I got the idea from the call today. Yes. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. And there's two places, like we have a mom's organic store here, and they have a library, a small library there. So we always fill out the books there. And whenever we go, the books are gone. So that was happy thing that we can see. Like we put Bhagavad Gita, birth, beyond birth and death. These kind of non-religious, like Chant and Be Happy, which has the George Harrison picture.
Mata, tell me one thing. I know you have done so much of book distribution. So when you keep books somewhere, right? So do you keep them free, or is it like, suppose you keep them in an Indian store?
Indian store.
Actually, I have a bunch of,
Yeah, I didn't.
How does the monetary aspect work? How does the monetary aspect work in this?
This Mob's Organic and Potbelly Sandwich, we have like a restaurant there. So they have a small library, like a hut thing, and then they put the books there. So that is free. We keep it as a free there, as a donation. And
as a free,
free. And whenever we also visit Potbelly after 10 days or 5 days, we just go and see how is it book there still. Do we need to refill it? So the books are always gone, so we refill it whenever we go, and we plan to go after 8 days, like that. And for Patel Brothers, some devotees are here. They are just putting the stall, and they're giving the book and accepting the donation for the temple. So that's how we do here. And for the motels, motels we did in the past. So there was a Baltimore temple opening, like construction was happening. So we connected those people, motel owners to the temple, and they donated like 11,000 per head for the temple construction. So that's how some they gave donation. Some they didn't give donation, but that's fine. So donation was not a focus. It was putting the book in the room was the focus. So yeah, so that's how, and it helped a lot to the motel in New York, Ramada Inn. That one person's life was saved because of this Bhagavad Gita. So the motel owner, yeah. So he
And
Yeah,
informed
also
one
us.
like
more thing
somebody
I
was
want to
waiting.
add with
Yeah.
Shamalsika that
Hmm.
yeah, like one good thing what we were discussing about keeping something like Shama Mataji, Priya Mataji told about keeping a calendar also, even if you don't want to keep anything. So even if we keep some books from the point of view for distribution, then Krishna is already with us, So in the car, I'm saying in the car. So we have books in the car. Rupini Padma Mataji was saying like we keep the books in the
Yes.
car. So that helps us. Like something is like we have something related to Krishna in our car, So and books
Yes.
are Krishna himself. So like it is said, wherever we are going, keep some books with us. Yeah, that is really true. And I remember like our car, Shamarasika, every time if she don't see a single book, she want at least 10 to 15 books in the car trunk, every time. So
So
that's the
nice.
reason how we do the book distribution. Yeah.
This is a good addiction, Prabhuji, to have
Yeah.
two books in the car, because I know I also keep a small Bhagavad Gita. And the other time, what happened, I don't know who cleaned my car, my elder daughter or someone, and the Bhagavad Gita was not there. I was so nervous. Where is the Bhagavad Gita? If nothing is, suppose I'm stuck in traffic, I'm not moving, at least I can open the Bhagavad Gita and read, instead of just looking here
Yeah.
and there, and
Yeah. And if you,
or the
Mataji,
lecture. Yeah.
yeah, and if you find someone, wherever you are traveling, you have something to give,
Yeah.
like everyone, like any small book, big book, we have so many books of Prabhupada.
Yes.
Yeah, for like one thing I like to add, like just one thing, just we always remember whenever we give somebody free book, just to give them like small book, as Prabhu was Mataji was mentioning, and whenever like when for like hardbound Bhagavad Gita or soft bound Bhagavad Gita, that we can see like what kind of seeker that other person is, like how he's reciprocating. But small books like we can give, if they use that's fine, if they throw that's fine. Krishna know like our desire, we are in a positive way to giving somebody book. But for other book
Yes.
like thick, that our thick books, like those are for the monetary also, and for like
Yeah.
how much is the other person is reciprocating, like for that, like just like we can use our like Krishna has given us like brain, like we can see like how that other person is, like when we were cooking at the shelter before COVID, we were keeping books, but we were giving them free. So we were keeping like Shyama Rasika Mataji said, na, Mataji put that books in the for the library or somewhere. So for that, we use I think Mataji is using thin books, very thin books, not like hardbound Bhagavad Gita or something.
Yes, Mataji, yeah, small books like
Small books, like small books, we can give them free, because like anyhow, somewhere if somebody read just one page or something, their life change. Like when we were cooking in the shelter, so many people they come, they told us like we were reading your books and it's so nice. But like small books we can give, they can take benefit of the small books. But for the Bhagavad Gita, like we should be very careful whom we are giving. So
Yes.
yeah, because
Because
that
Mataji, in a line to what you're saying, one of my family members, they said, well, Bhagavad Gita ko to wrap karke rakhna chahiye. And look at the Guru Granth Sahib is, not just lying anywhere in the house. There should be respect and, yours and this and that. But I realized one thing, that all these things, I remember Lord Chaitanya's Leela, that there was, I don't know whether it's Lord Chaitanya, that when some Guru Mantra was given, then he gave it to
Gopal mantra.
everyone. Yeah, Gopal Mantra given, and his guru got very angry. Why are you giving to everyone? I gave it to you
Yeah.
only. He said, because I prefer the other people to go than me. So, that's the same philosophy like Paro Dukho Dukhi. People are the whole world is Dukhale mein Sastakam, might as well give them. And, so then that time I didn't have an answer. I kept quiet, but now I've eventually little bit slowly maturing in Krishna consciousness. I realized that no, of course, we don't keep the book on the floor. But it's lying on the bedside or in the car or
Yes, Mataji.
yeah.
Like
So
it's not like
uh,
like in India, people thinks like Bhagavad Gita we can read only after taking shower or something. We can do that, but
yes.
like sometimes situation we are in hospital or somewhere. So the instead of not reading, we can read. It's better to read. Just keeping is not good.
One more thing, Mataji. Some the women are in periods. They got periods, right? So some women they don't want to read Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. They don't want to touch it. So so how?
But Mataji, like for us, like I know one time I was discussing with Shraddhanjali Mataji, Rumni Padma Mataji, she know her very well. Like Mataji told me very nice thing. Even not for reading. Reading is fine for us. Like in the period time also we can read, hear, chant. That's not. That's okay. We can do because in Kali Yuga, instead of bodily cleaning, we have to clean our mind. That is the biggest dangerous enemy for all of us. Like for my mind is totally. And like for Mataji told me very nice thing, like our bhakti is not like a Prabhupada teach us, like not like strictly we can follow all the rules and regulation, but for some time, like if we don't have anybody to cook and our duties are hungry at home, so if we are in period, just take shower nicely and cook. And if nobody's there for aarti also, you can do aarti in the period also. Just do your head bath and just do aarti, because instead of not doing aarti, do your aarti, Mataji. You have to worship the deity. If you are in such a environment, just do that. Mataji told me that day, and I am so 100% surrendered to her answers. So she gave me that answer. I am very happy. So, but instead of not doing, Prabhupada is, he is teaching us practical way. Everything is. It's not like any kind of like sentimental or something like that. No, practical application is very, very important. Like we know, like deities are
and also Mataji, we are also touching the Tulsi beads. How about that? Chanting every day. Tulsi is so pure. Our beads are Tulsi beads, right? Tulsi so we are touching that, but we are doing it for bhakti. Yeah.
Bhakti, yeah, because devotional service, like holy name is so pure. Like we are not using, if we are using for our sense gratification, then everything is bad, Mataji. But if we are using like in the period time offering bhoga or something, how we can have something without offering to the Lord? So if our concern is that, then anything we can do. Just only for that concern. It's not like my sense. Like for I make that tulsi, that cotton se diya banate na, that I make daily for the Lord in the morning for Mangalarti. So like I know, like I always keep 10-15 separate in the period time, so that I don't need to make, I will use them. But sometime if I forget, because I know like my elder daughter, she is in college and kids are busy. Prabhu is also like busy. So I always make, if I nobody's there, instead of not doing Gaunita is Aarti, let's do Aarti. And sometimes like India, Mataji, everybody know, like India, they say like Sunday, no plucking Tulsi ji, we should not pluck Tulsi ji, we should not give water to Tulsi ji. But like we don't do anything for our satisfaction, but for Krishna's satisfaction, whatever Prabhupada is teaching us, like for that we can do. Like when we offer to the Lord, if there is no Tulsi ji, we can pluck for Sunday also. And Prabhupada teaches like watering daily. If it's Sunday, Monday or any time. Just like when we are in period, don't give water to Tulsi just for 2-3 days. But other day we have to do this service.
Also, Mataji, no plucking on Dwadashi. Because Tulsi Maharani is also fasting, na Ekadashi. So she's a little weak on that day. Yeah.
Yeah, that day, but if we don't have anything for offering, then we can do. For Krishna's satisfaction, we can do anything.
Yes.
So that is devotee's attitude for Krishna satisfaction. Whatever, if somebody want, like Prabhupada said, like I'm going to hell for the deliverance of their, so many souls are there. I have to give them Krishna premas for Krishna's satisfaction. We can do anything, Mataji. That we have to teach ourselves.
Mataji, just like the gopis, the gopis gave the dust to Krishna when he had a headache.
Yes,
dust. Everybody said we're going to go to hell and this and that. They said that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Krishna's got this headache.
Yes, Mataji. These pastimes are for all of us. We are practicing Krishna consciousness. And you know, Mataji, that Prabhupada gave us this formula, like morning Mangalarti, and then reading Bhagavatam, chanting sadhana. This is excellent. And evening, if we do Aarti in the morning and evening and chanting our round, like that is the biggest thing, savior of our whole life. If we are stick for our sadhana, like morning aarti, evening aarti, daily, we must always do. Like if there are some circumstance, that's fine. Like if you have temple service, that's fine. But if you are at home, the morning aarti, evening aarti, and Guru Puja and the chanting our rounds, this is like we can feel like we are in Vaikuntha when we do aarti, when we read. And Bhagavatam is so nice, like when we read together, whole family. When we read together, even the small child is home, so they also take benefit of reading Bhagavatam. Because this philosophy is so attractive. Like anybody can hear Prabhupada Bhagavatam. No, I don't think so. Anybody in the world who can never attract toward it. So important, Mataji.
Yes,
Prabhupada
Mataji.
can change anybody's destiny. Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
And I
So,
remember in the beginning of my Krishna consciousness, I asked this chanting question to my senior Mataji here, Jai Gaur Sundar Prabhu's wife, Grace Pramodaki Mataji, and she said, "So are you going to eat every day?" I said, "Yeah, in your period." "Are you going to breathe every day?" I said, "Yes." "Are you going to eat every day? Are you going to take rest? Are you going to work every day? Are you stopping anything because of periods?" "No." "So why are you
stopping
chanting? Stop chanting or reading Bhagavatam on periods." So if you can keep the different bead bag and different beads for the 4 days, and you can wash it later and keep it clean again for next 4 days, next cycle. So like that she said to me.
Yes. Whatever way, Mataji, that can be practical for your, like, because everybody's in different situation.
Yeah.
At home,
That
like
makes
whatever
great
way.
sense. Like we are doing everything, so why should we stop this thing? So
Yes,
that was
Mataji, yes.
Mataji, it reminded me, like, suppose, we become deer, like Bharat Maharaj, become a deer. So Krishna, still we will not be in a ghata nahi rahega, because the deer used to only eat dry grass and stay away from all the karmi other deers. So, like in the sense that just diligently practice, and whatever birth will happen, but just apna abhi hamare haath mein to bhi aaj ka hi din hai. You know what we can do, and follow that, and then tomorrow Krishna will take care of whatever's coming tomorrow. Because some people are dwelling in the future, like we were hearing about Swami Krishna Maharaj said, hankering, lamenting, वही चल रहा है. So present में रहना है, present में. There's so much we hear from devotees, it's so amazing, and staying with devotees, associating, hearing, reading. I mean, what is life without all this? I sometimes wonder how people are living this human life. How are they just living and breathing, like Mataji said? I don't know how they're living and breathing and eating, and somehow we just can't be in that with them. I don't know, like, so getting away and away from them, and yes, Mataji. So nice long conversation, Mataji. There's another Mataji who comes on a call, Amrita Madhvi Mataji from Bangalore. With her also we have long conversation. We have so you are also, you joined also, with you also we are there. So nice to have association of Matajis and Prabhujis here. So I think we can pay most all our devotees are only here. Guru Maharaj devotees are here. So I think we can just pay obeisances.
Mataji, you did 2 verses only, right, today?
Yes, 2 verses, Mataji. 56 and 57. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So
Hare
let's take
Krishna.
a sense to
58
all the
tomorrow, Mataji.
Yes.
Yeah. Vancha kalpatrubhascha kripa sindhu eva cha patitanam nebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Anand Koti Vaishnavind ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shama Kishori Mataji ki jai. Wonderful name, Mataji. Shama Kishori.
All the devotees ki jai.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I just love Shama Rasika Mataji, also Shama Kishori Mataji. Such
Yeah.
beautiful name Guru Maharaj has given. All glories to Guru
Yeah.
Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you. Dhanavad
Hare-
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.